Eli's plasma torch sliced through the skiff's buckled hull. Sparks showered his visor. The metal groaned and parted. He shoved the panel aside. Dim emergency lights flickered inside. A small alien girl huddled in the shadows. She clutched her mother's lifeless body. Sharp, golden eyes locked on him. Her furred ears flattened against her skull. Eli killed the torch. He lowered his toolkit to the deck. Both hands rose, palms empty. The girl, Kiri, the scanner had pinged, didn't move. She bared small fangs. Her tail lashed once. "Water," Eli said. He unclipped his pouch and extended it slowly. "Drink." She sniffed the air. Her gaze darted to Sarah's still form. Blue skin paled to gray. No pulse. Kiri's claws dug into her mother's arm. She shook her head. Eli waited. The wreck creaked. A support beam sagged overhead. He scanned Sarah's gear with his wrist unit. Vitals confirmed. Gone hours ago. But a sealed capsule glinted on her belt. Beacon module. Intact. Eli pocketed it. "Your mother's smart. This'll call help." Kiri's eyes narrowed. She hissed. Eli pulled a thermal sheet from his pack. He shook it out. Cold kills slower than crush. Up. She tensed. Claws flexed. The deck tilted. Metal screamed. Eli scooped her anyway. Light as a child ought to be. She thrashed once, then went rigid. He wrapped the sheet tight, cradled her against his chest. Hold. They burst into the toxic haze outside. The skiff listed hard. A final groan echoed as it slid toward the ravine. Eli hit the ground running. Boots crunched over shattered rock. Radiation alarms whooped in his suit. Kiri peeked from the sheet. Her eyes widened at the drop-off. 50 meters down. Glowing fissures vented gas. "Quiet," Ellie murmured. He tapped his comm. "Juno, got a live one. Child. Beacon confirms patrol vessel." Static crackled. "Eli, you crazy? Wreck site's quarantined. Vex's patrols are sweeping it. Proof in pocket." Sarah's beacon. "Extract now." Kiri twisted in his grip. She pointed back. "Mama." Eli knelt behind a boulder. He set her down gently. Mama stayed. "You go." Her ears drooped. Tears welled in those sharp eyes. She swiped at them. "Promise?" Eli nodded. Checklist. Water. Warm. Out. Check. Boots thudded nearby. Alien voices barked orders. Eli pulled Kiri behind the rock. He powered down his suit lights. 3 figures approached. Scaled hides. Patrol armor. Captain Vexa Ruin led them. Her frills flared in suspicion. "Human!" Vexa snapped. Her translator pinged. "Salvage, Drifter. Declare." Eli stood slow, hands visible. Kiri clung to his leg. Medic pull. 1 survivor. Vexa's squad leveled pulse rifles. "Opportunist. Wrecks draw your kind like scavengers." Eli thumbed the beacon capsule. It projected Sarah's log. Coordinates. Distress call. Kiri's name flagged as priority. Vex's frills relaxed a fraction. She scanned it. Sarah's. Valid. Kiri stepped forward. He water. "Carry." Vex's gaze dropped. "Child speaks for you." Eli shrugged. "Actions do." The ground rumbled. Fissures widened. Gas plumes erupted. Vexa waved her squad. "Perimeter breach. Fall back." Eli grabbed Kiri. They ran with the patrol. Winds howled, whipping grit into his visor. Kiri buried her face in his shoulder. Her small claws gripped his suit. Juno's voice cut through. "Shuttle inbound. 5 mics. LZ at Ridge Crest." Vexa overheard. "Human pilot? No." Eli kept pace. "Fastest bird here. Trusts my scans." Another rumble. Rocks avalanched behind them. Vex's squad fired stabilizers into the ground. Grapples bit in. Eli clipped Kiri to his harness. "Hold tight." They climbed. Kiri whimpered. Her tail wrapped his arm. Halfway up, a patrolman slipped. Scales shredded on jagged stone. Eli lunged, grabbed the alien's harness. Hauled him up one-handed. Muscles burned, but he locked elbows. The patrolman stared. "Human strength." Vexa nodded curtly. "Earned." They crested the ridge. Juno's shuttle screamed in low. Thrusters blasted sand. Ramp dropped. Juno waved from the cockpit. Human grin visible through her canopy. "Load up." Vexa blocked the ramp. "Child only. Drifter stays." Kiri clung harder. No! He promise! Eli met Vexa's eyes. Beacon's yours. Log it clean. I fly with her. Gas clouds boiled closer. Alarms wailed across the site. Vexa stepped aside. Proven. Bored. Eli carried Kiri inside, strapped her into a jump seat. She watched him, unblinking. Shuttle lifted. Juno banked hard. Status doc? Stable. Thirsty. Cold. Mom's gone. Kiri tugged his sleeve. You stay? Eli checked her vitals. Human meds wouldn't match her biology perfect, but basics held. Till safe. Vexa strapped in opposite. She eyed the thermal sheet. You cut the skiff alone. No drone assist. Eli wiped sweat. Tools work. Time mattered. Her frills twitched. Respect maybe. Patrol logs you now. Guardian pull. Kiri leaned into Eli. Her sharp eyes softened. Tail curled around his wrist. Shuttle broke atmosphere. Stars wheeled. Eli pulled the water pouch again. She drank deep. Juno whooped over comm. Patrol dock in 10. Vexa, your people owe us. Vexa grunted. Debt noted. Kiri slept then, head on Eli's arm. He scanned the beacon data. Sarah's last words, protect Kiri. Clues to a bigger wreck cluster. Eli pocketed the full log. Checklist updated. Family now. The shuttle docked. Med bays waited, but as ramps lowered, Vexa turned. Drifter. Ellie Ward. More skiffs down system. Signals match. Kiri stirred. Eyes snapped open. Eli stood. Lead on. Eli crouched amid twisted girders, wind howling through the debris field. He tapped the next strut with his multi-tool. Solid green on the scanner. The alien girl huddled 10 meters back, sharp eyes locked on him. Frills flat against her neck. She clutched a dented data chit, body language screaming distrust. He pointed at the strut, stepped onto it deliberate. Balanced. Nodded her forward. She didn't move, tail lashed. Eli knelt, extended his hand palm up. No words. She clicked incomprehensibly, high-pitched bursts. Language barrier. Fine, actions first. He rocked the strut side to side. Stable. Pointed again, stepped back off. Her eyes flicked to the glowing scanner readout. She edged forward. Tested the strut with one clawed foot, mirrored his step. Precise. Good, Eli muttered, though she couldn't parse it. He marked the path with chem lights, blue for safe, red for collapse risk. Next. A buckled plate over vacuum shears. He wedged his pry bar, scanned for stress fractures. Clear, gestured mirror. She hesitated. Wind gusted, scattering sparks. Debris groaned somewhere. She jumped to the plate, landed light. Followed. 10 struts later, they reached the hull breach. Eli boosted her through first. She scrambled inside, turning to pull him up. Small hands gripped strong. Inside, hull plates rattled. Cold seeped through his suit seals. Priority, shelter. Eli scanned the compartment. Loose panels, frayed power cells, cargo netting. He yanked a bulkhead sheet free, 2 meters square, lightweight alloy, propped it against the breach, wedging struts for anchors. Girl watched, shivering. Tail coiled tight. He ripped cargo netting, lashed the sheet firm. Wind dropped to whistle. Next. Heat. He pried open a scrap cell cluster. 3 viable electrolytes low but sparking. Jury-rigged them in series with his field capacitor. Wires sparked. Heat coils glowed orange. Flames? No. Controlled warmth bloomed, chasing frost from the walls. She inched closer. Tested the air with nostrils. Sat cross-legged, frills perking slight. Eli stripped his thermal jacket, draped it over her shoulders. Too big. She clutched it anyway. Shelter solid, now wounds. Her arms and legs gashed from shrapnel. Oozing blue ichor, edges inflamed. He pulled field kit, antiseptic spray, broad spectrum, human-tuned but alien-tolerant per patrol specs. She flinched at the hiss. Claws extended. Eli held up empty hands. Pointed to a cut. Mimed cleaning. Finger swipe, puff air dry. She clicked sharp. Warning? He sprayed his own palm first. No reaction. Offered the can. She snatched it. Sniffed. Sprayed her arm tentative. Ichor foamed clean. She hissed pain but continued. Eli tore his undershirt sleeve. Clean fabric strips. Gestured wrap. She eyed him. Passed the strips. Let him bind the worst gash on her thigh. Claws retracted halfway, trust-inching. Bandages secure. Vitals steady on his wrist scanner. Pulse elevated, but no tox spikes. Hunger gnawed his gut. Ration bar in pocket. Protein dense. Human flavor. He broke it half. Offered peace. She stared. Clicked slow. Rhythmic. Translation attempt? Eli held the bar steady. Pointed to his mouth. Chewed slow. Nodded. She took it. Nibbled edge. Eyes widened. Sweet hit? She clicked faster. Urgent. Pointed to the data chit. Trade accepted. Eli leaned in. Name. Clicks modulated. Her frills vibrated patterns. He synced his comm translator. Basic alien dialect matrix loaded. Kiri, it parsed. She tapped chest. Kiri. Ellie. He tapped his. She echoed. Eli. She pointed to breach. Clicked sad cadence. Sarah. Mom. Gone. Gestured explosion. Data chit thrust forward. Eli slotted it into his scanner. Hololog flickered. Alien woman. Frills matted blood. Kiri safe. Wreck cluster down system. Signals weak. Patrol. Vexa rune. Log cut. Self-destruct timer blinked. Clues planted deliberate. Sarah's last act. Eli pocketed the chit. We'll find others. Kiri tugged his sleeve. Sharp eyes searched his. Eli stay? Till safe? He checked seals. Windbreak held, but alarms wailed distant. Patrol inbound? Comm crackled. Ward. Juno hail. Sensors ping hostiles in the field. Scav drones. Proof of life? Girls secured. Name Kiri. Mom's log confirms cluster. Extract now. Static. Risky. Vexa vectoring. Hold. Boots thudded outside. Eli shielded Kiri. Multi-tool ready. Plate shifted. Alien in patrol armor ducked in. Captain Vexa rune. Frills rigid. Sidearm holstered but grip loose. 2 drones hummed flank. Drifter. Vexa's translator clicked crisp. Claim papers? Eli stood slow. Salvage medic. Log it. Held up scanner. Kiri's vitals green. Vexa scanned Kiri. Frills twitched. Surprise? Cuts clean. Heat source stable. No power draw on rec core. She eyed the cell rig. Efficient. Checklist. Eli kept voice level. Kiri pressed against his leg. Vexa circled the shelter. Tested struts. Opportunist would strip cells first. You prioritized her. Gaze hardened. Sarah's chit? Eli tossed it. Planted for pickup. More skiffs down system. Vexa reviewed hollow. Frills flared. Anger. Grief. Crew manifest matches.
She keyed calm. Hail, green light.
Doc's legit. Kiri peeked out. Clicked soft at Vexa. Vexa knelt. Safe now, Kit. But Kiri clung to Eli's leg. Wind surged. Drones whirred alert. Scav hostiles closing. Red blips on Ellie's scanner. Move! Eli scooped Kiri. She wrapped arms tight, tail around his wrist. Vexa led. Blasted a drone mid-leap. Skiff Alpha! 200 meters! They sprinted marked path. Kiri mirrored strides inside his carry. Clung perfect. Debris shifted under Vexa's boots. She stumbled once, caught by Eli's free hand. Human grip, she grunted, respect-edged voice. Skiff ramp dropped. Alarms wailed across sight. Vexa stepped aside. Proven. Bored. Eli carried Kiri inside. Strapped her into jump seat. She watched, unblinking. Shuttle lifted. Jew forces pinned. Juno banked hard.
Status, Doc? Stable?
Thirsty. Cold. Mom's gone. Kiri tugged sleeve. Eli stay? He checked vitals. Till safe. But as thrust eased, Vexa unstrapped. Eyed thermal sheet. You cut the skiff alone. No drone assist. Tools work. Time mattered. Her frills twitched. Patrol logs you now. Guardian pull. Kiri leaned in. Eyes softened. Tail curled firm. Shuttle broke atmosphere. Stars wheeled. Eli pulled water pouch. She drank. Juno whooped. Dock in 10. Vexa. Det noted. Kiri slept. Head on Eli's arm. He scanned beacon data. Sarah's log full. Wreck cluster signals. More survivors. Eli pocketed it. Checklist updated. Ramps lowered at patrol dock. Med bays waited. Vexa turned. Eli ward. More skiffs down system. Signals match. Kiri stirred. Eyes snapped open. Li stood. Lead on. Deeper scan pinged. Child signatures. Multiple. Kiri's kin? Vexa nodded. Suit up. We collaborate. Eli checked gear. Kiri gripped his hand. Trust sealed in actions. But scanner glitched. Hostile signatures trailed the cluster. Scav fleet. Eli slapped the beacon capsule into the skiff's console slot. Sarah's log data flooded the screen. Coordinates for the down system wreck cluster blinked red. He keyed the open band broadcast. Rescue ping active. Multiple child signatures confirmed. Salvage medic Ellie Ward requesting patrol escort. Non-hostile. Static crackle. Kiri clutched his leg from the jump seat. Her tail flicked against his boot. Vexa strapped in across from him. Risky. Human. Open band draws scavengers first. Time's shorter. Eli sealed his suit. The skiff shuddered as Juno throttled up from the patrol dock. Atmosphere clawed at the hull. The stars sharpened outside. Kiri's eyes locked on him. More kin. Signals match. He ruffled her frill. She leaned in, grip tightening. Juno's voice cut through comms. Dropping you 2 clicks out. Wreck fields hot. Scav signatures trailing. Vexa, your drone swarm ready? Affirm. Launch on my mark. Vexa tapped her wrist pad. Frills rigid. Skiff touched dirt amid twisted metal spires. Ellie popped the ramp. Hot wind blasted grit into his visor. He scooped Kiri onto his shoulder. She weighed next to nothing. Stay close. Vexa dropped beside him. Pulse rifle raised. Cluster east. Move. They hustled through debris-choked streets. Eli's scanner pinged faint vitals. Children huddled. Sarah's clues matched. A storm drain nexus under the old Habdome. Kiri pointed. There. Mom's mark. A faded glyph scratched on a bulkhead. Eli nodded. Go locked. Extract them before scavs closed the net. He thumbed Sarah's capsule again, boosted the ping to max range. Ward to any patrol assets. Child survivors pinned. Coordinates attached. Need eyes now. Response hissed back. A drone whine pierced the air. Close, triangulating. Eli's neck hairs rose. Not patrol freak, hunter signature. Down. He yanked Kiri under a shattered awning. Vexa dove prone, rifle trained skyward. The drone skimmed low, angular black-scarred hull. Scab markings gleamed. Its scan beam swept the street, inches from their cover. Kiri froze against his chest. Her breath hitched. Quiet, Eli whispered. He palmed a mirror flare from his medkit. Salvage trick for fooling sensors. Popped the cap, aimed high. Flare burst. Light splintered off the drone's beam, redirecting it 2 blocks west. The machine banked hard, chasing the ghost signal. Vexa hissed approval. Clever. Buys minutes. Move. Eli bolted upright, Kiri secure. They sprinted for the drain nexus. Wreckage crunched under boots. Scanner updated. 3 kids. Weak signals. 1 adult. Maybe Sarah's sister. Hostiles inbound. Rotor thrum swelled from the north. Heavy skiffs. Scav fleet closing. Eli spotted the drain grate, yanked it free. In, now. He lowered Kiri first. She dropped light, tail vanishing into shadow. Vexa covered their seeks. Go. I'll hold perimeter. No split. Eli grabbed her arm. Together or not. He slid in after Kiri. Tunnel reeked of rust and chem sludge. His helmet light cut the dark. Kiri tugged his sleeve ahead. This way. Lights. They crawled. Walls pressed close. Eli's suit scraped sparks. Vexa followed, cursing in her tongue. Vitals sharpened. Voices echoed, high-pitched. Alien chatter, fear-edged. Eli burst into a wider chamber. 4 small figures huddled around a flickering glow lamp. Wide eyes stared. Frills quivered. Kiri's kin, clear as the glyphs on the walls. Medic. Eli knelt, hands open. Safe now. The oldest, a girl with scarred frills, edged forward. You... Kiri's human. Kiri nodded fierce. Eli saves. Eli scanned them fast, dehydrated. Cuts, 1 fevered. He pulled nutrient tabs, water pouches, drink slow. Vexa dropped beside him. Perimeter secure. Drones looping back. Rotors 2 minutes out. Extract. Li triaged the fevered kid onto his back. Strapped secure. Kiri, lead your kin. Single file. They reversed course. Tight squeeze with extra bodies. Whimpers echoed. Rotor thrum shook the tunnel. Dust rained. Eli pushed ahead. Grate lightened. Exit near. Burst topside. Vex's drone swarm buzzed in. Lasers stitching a scav drone midair. Wreckage smoked. Juno's voice crackled. Skiff inbound. 30 seconds. Scavs dropping troops. Eli waved the kids forward. Run. Small feet pounded debris. Kiri herded the littlest one. Vexa laid suppressing fire. Precise bursts dropping 2 scavs at the street's end. Eli's arms burned under the fevered kid's weight. Another clung to his leg. He scooped her up too. Dual carry. Humans endured. Skiff ramp dropped 50 meters out. Juno gunned engines, holding position. Scav bolts whined past. One grazed Eli's shoulder plate. Heat flared, then cooled. Cover! Vexa barked. Her drones dove, exploding in a scav cluster. Eli charged. Kids screamed. Kiri glanced back, eyes wide. Trust held. Ramp met them. He hurled the kids aboard. Vexa vaulted in last. Ramp whined shut. G-forces crushed as Juno punched skyward. Bolts pinged hull. Eli strapped kids down. Checked vitals. Stable. Kiri burrowed against him. Kin piled nearby. Vexa slumped opposite. Frills relaxed fraction. Patrol logs this. You fight like clan anchor. Checklist. Eli passed her a water pouch. She took it. Scanner pinged clean. Atmosphere broke. Stars again. But Sarah's capsule glitched. New data streamed. Wreck core breach. Radiation spike. One signal lingered. Adult female. Sarah's final log. For Kiri, whined her. Eli's jaw set. More kin. Deeper in. Kiri stirred. Go back. Not yet. He squeezed her hand. Gear up first. Dock loomed. Ramps ready. But Juno's warning cut comms. Scav fleet massing. They're locking your ping dock. Hunter packs inbound. Vexa stood. Collaborate holds. Armory full. Eli nodded. Kids safe. Trust multiplied. Checklist grew. Protect the clutch. Kiri gripped tight. Her eyes said enough. Skiff docked hard. Medtech swarmed the kids. Eli lingered, scanning the new signal. Core wreck. Lethal rads. Vexa clapped his shoulder. Guardian pull extends. Suits rated. Double check. He prepped injectors. Human anti-rad brew. Alien physics worked different but bridged gaps. Kiri refused a tech. Clung to Eli. With you. He knelt. Dock safe. Kin need you strong. She nodded slow. Tail curled his wrist. Trust earned in tunnels. Juno strode up. My birds fueled. Vexa. Your swarm sinks? Locked. Vexa eyed Eli. Lead, medic. They boarded fresh skiff. Core cords loaded. Rads would cook suits fast. Scabs hunted the signal too. Eli keyed private comm to Juno. Proof of life first? Always. She banked out. Descent bit hard. Wreck field glowed toxic green. Eli spotted it. Patrol drone wreckage. Scav tampered. False pings. Ambush grid. He marked hull breaches. Skiff skimmed low. Eli dropped ramp. Mid-flight. Grapline out. Surface run. Vexa. Cover. Line bit dirt. He repelled. Scanner hot. Signal pulsed. Adult. Pinned under beam. Sarah's sister. Boots hit red-hot deck. Geiger screamed. Suit seals held. Scav shadows. Scav shadows lunged from the hull breach. Eli fired his stun prod. The lead figure crumpled, twitching. 2 more skittered back into the green glow. His Geiger clicked fury. Suit seals held. For now. He sprinted across the deck. Scanner locked the signal. 20 meters coreward. A twisted beam pinned a figure against bulkhead. Female, adult, alien, tail limp. Sarah matched the hollow from Kiri's clutch tag. Eli dropped beside her. Hold. Medic, eject hydraulic lifter under the beam. Struts groaned. Sarah's eyes fluttered, sharp, like Kiri's. She thrust a capsule into his gauntlet. Metal, thumb-sized. Beacon tag glowed faint. Kiri, she rasped. Voice wet. Hide tunnel. Scavs. Cords inside. Trust. Breath rattled. Eli pumped anti-rad injector. Human brew. Risky cross-species but stalled the cook. Beam lifted half-meter. He dragged her free. Pulse faint. Scav chatter echoed. Boots incoming. Eli keyed the capsule. Hollow burst. Rec site overlay. Precise core chords. Clutch manifest. Sarah's sigil. Proof of life. And claim. Sarah gripped his arm. Claws dimpled suit. Guardian, her. Eyes locked his. Then glazed. Gone. Eli sealed the capsule. Scanner pinged new. Small vitals. Tunnel ahead. Kiri. He slung medkit. Tunnel mouth yawned black. Rad veins pulsing. Vexa. Surface hot. Scavs pinned adult. Clutch kid inside. Dropping beacon proof. Affirm. Vexa crackled. Squad landing. Hold position. No time. Eli plunged in. Air thickened. Walls wept coolant. Small form huddled at bend. Kiri. Fur matted. Eyes wide. Tail coiled tight. She clutched a shard shiv. Easy. Eli knelt slow. Hands open. Eli. Sarah sent. He held capsule. Hollow flickered her sigil. Kiri froze, sniffed air. Human. Voice small. Edged. Tested. Sarah's guardian now. He tapped injector. Rad's cooking. Shot keeps alive. She edged back. Scav howls outside. Closer. Eli stood. With me. Or stay. He offered gauntlet. Kiri darted forward. Clun leg. Tail wrapped ankle. Trust thin. Burned in clutch safe hold. Now survival. Explosions rocked tunnel. Patrol fire. Vexa's squad breached deck. Eli scooped Kiri. Backpack Kiri. She stiffened, then settled. Quiet run. They hit tunnel mouth. Brightened by squad lights. 6 armored figures. Rifles swept. Captain Vexa rune front. Visor down. Medic ward. Step forward, arms high. Eli complied. Stepped into tunnel mouth. Knife out slow. Placed at her boots. Surrendered. Protocol. Vexa toted aside. Squad flanked. Child. Hand over. Kiri burrowed tighter. Claws pricked suit. Eli held capsule. Sarah's beacon. Proof. Hollow projected. Cords matched their position. Clutch claim. Sarah's last words audio locked. Guardian pull extends. Vexa scanned it. Sigil verified. Rifle lowered fraction. Convenient find. Opportunist salvage. Medic log. Ellie patched his suit feed. Vexa viewed. Beam lift. Injector drag. Sarah's handoff. Clutch kid rat exposed. Needs triage now. Kiri whimpered. Geiger in Eli's helm screamed peaks. Vexa eyed Kiri. Patrol medtech inbound. Release. No. Eli shifted weight. Squad tensed. Human brew bridged her. Alien fizz unknown. Check first. Or rads fry her here. Standoff locked. Rifles twitched. Kiri peeked. Eyes darted Vexa. Then Eli. Vexa mandibles clicked. Suspicion hard. You claim Guardian. Prove. Eli knelt. Unslung medkit one hand. Triage here. Watch. Ran Kiri's vitals. Rad's 40% suit limit. Heart flutter. Injector prepped. Kiri squirmed. Keeps alive. Eli showed needle. Clear. Promise. Sarah's way. She nodded. Tiny. Bit lip. Eli injected smooth. Vitals stabilized. Tail uncurled fraction. Gripped his collar. Vexa watched. Squad held fire. Actions match words. Eli rose. Clear. Your call now? Vexa signaled. Rifles down. Skiff inbound. But she chooses a vac. Eli extended hand. Open palm. Vexa crouched. Outstretched arm. Armored. Sigil bright. Patrol safe, little one. Captain's hold. Kiri stared. Vexa. Duty strong. Eli. Rad dirtied suit. Sarah's capsule pocketed. She reached. Took Eli's hand. Small claws. Locked. With you. Vexa stilled. Squad murmured. Human normal. Extraordinary clutch pull. Eli nodded. Checklist grows. Extract. Skiff thrummed outside. Vexa keyed calm. Juno hail. Medevac clear. 2 souls. Rad hot. Sync. Juno's voice cut sharp. Proof streamed. Birds hot. ETA 2 mics. Eli boarded ramp first. Kiri clung. Tunnel shadows hid Scav retreat. For now. Wreck core hummed deeper. False pings multiplied. Something bigger stirred. Vexa clapped his shoulder. Lighter now. Guardian earned. But Rad brew data share. Done. Eli settled Kiri. Strapped secure. She slept fast. Trust sealed in standoff. Skiff lifted. Wreck field receded. But scanner pinged new. Beacon echo. Sarah's capsule pulsed faint. Nested signal. Another clutch. Eli keyed private to Juno. Deeper run inbound. Roger. Fuel topped. What's the kid's read? He glanced Kiri. Tail twitched dream. Family first. Descent vector locked. Rads climbed. Scavs vectored same. Vexa synced drone swarm. Human grit. Alien precision. Bond forged. Hull breach loomed ahead. Eli prepped lifter. Kiri stirred. Again? Always. He ruffled ear tuft. Strong now. She grinned sharp. Eyes trusted. Skiff banked hard. Incoming fire stitched void. Baxa barked orders. Vexa barked orders. Evasive! Ellie shielded Kiri. Checklist ticked. Protect the clutch, no matter the wreck. Skiff shuddered under laser fire. Eli braced Kiri tighter against his chest. Vexa's drones peeled off, swarming the Scav interceptors. Flank left! Vexa barked. Hull breach yawned ahead. Sarah's beacon pulsed strongest there. Eli unstrapped. Touchdown hot. I led ground. Kiri's claws dug in. Her eyes locked his. Trust hard won. Not given. Vexa nodded sharp. Squad sinks your marks. Rads spiking. Juno's voice crackled. Bird holds orbit. Fuel burn low. 30 mics max. Skiff slammed dirt. Ramp dropped. Eli hit ground running. Kiri on his hip. Wreck field glowed rad hot. Twisted metal groaning under gravity shifts. His marks glowed faint. Prior route etched in chem lights. Follow tight. Eli waved squad forward. Vexa and 4 armored aliens fanned out. Rifles hot. First shift hit. Ground buckled. Eli yanked left. Reroute. Fuel leak live. Vents green mist. Squad pivoted. Green vapor hissed from a cracked manifold, eating armor on contact. 1 alien hissed pain. Boot melting. Ellie's mark saved them. Prior sweep logged the hazard. Kiri pointed. There. Glow mamas. Beacon strengthened. Eli pushed pace. Slag field ahead. Glassy remnants from plasma vent still molten underfoot. Boots smoked on first step. His hissed. Vexa's squad faltered. Claws skidding. Up. Eli hoisted Kiri onto his back. Her legs locked around his waist. Tail whipping secure. Hold fast. He charged. Slag burned through his soles. Pain lanced up calves. Ignored it. Human skin blistered slower. Tougher keratin. Squad leaped after, using his path as bridge. Vexa grunted approval. Human feet, forged different. Kiri's breath warmed his neck. Hot. You okay? Checklist item. Eli gritted. Blisters popped, but he cleared the field. Squad reformed behind. Crushed transport pod loomed next. Sarah's signal nested inside. Hatch jammed. Frame buckled. Muffled thumps from within. 2 survivors. Vitals faint on his scanner. Cover! Eli dropped to knees. Squad formed wedge. Eyes out for scavs. He gripped hatch edge. Muscles coiled. Pulled. Metal screamed. Bolts sheared. No tools. Just leverage. Human grip strength crushing alien norms. Hatch tore free in a spray of sparks. 2 aliens tumbled out. Wounded, clutching breather masks. 1 clutched a data chip. Sarah, sealed deeper. Clutch pod. Eli hauled them up. Move. Squad carries. Vexa eyed the mangled hatch. Then Eli's raw hands. Strength like that. Not scav opportunist. Practical. Eli keyed radio. Juno. Low alt pickup. Grid Alpha 7. Tight window. Rads max. Scavs inbound. 2 extra souls. Juno snapped back. Proof now. Stream vitals. Eli patched scanner feed. Locked. Bird down in 90. Skiff thrummed inbound. Squad dragged wounded to rally point. Scavs vectored close. Drone chatter spiked. Kiri twisted on his back. Promise, Mama? Eli squeezed her claw. Fetching. Hull breach groaned wider. Wreck field shifted again. Massive plate tilted 30 meters across, dropping into a rad chasm. Gap yawned sudden, swallowing debris. Rally point split. Wounded on far side. Skiff ramp extending short. Squad froze. Vexa scanned. No jump. Chasm vents plasma. Stay. He eyed the plate. Tilting slow, edge glowing hot. No time. He sprinted gap, leaped onto plate. It buckled under weight. Squad gasped. Human! Vexa yelled. Li balanced. Plate seesawed. He dropped prone, body spanning the widening crack, arms locked one side, legs the other, bridge of flesh and will. Cross. Now. Wounded crawled first, claws scraping his back. Pain flared. Slag burns reopened, ignored. Vexa shoved them over. Move. Kiri last. She scampered across his spine, light as fear. Claws pricked but held. Plate cracked. Ellie rolled clear as it plunged. Chasm swallowed it whole. Skiff ramp kissed dirt. Juno's voice boomed. Board. Fire. Incoming. Li scooped Kiri. Squad piled in. Ramp sealed. Thrusters roared. Inside, he strapped Kiri secure. She nuzzled close. Kept checklist. Eli winced, peeling ruined boots. Blisters wept, but vitals steady. Vexa knelt by wounded. Data chit scanned. Sarah's log. Clutch pod sealed rad tight. Deeper core, but. Hybrid signal? Eli glanced. Kiri's ears perked. Scanner pinged. Core hummed violent. Something stirred bigger. Nest beacon multiplied. Juno banked hard. Strap in. Deeper dive locked. Family first? Li nodded. Always. Kiri gripped his hand. Claws locked firm. Squad eyes watched. Human normal. Alien awe. Wreck core beckoned. Secrets buried deep. Skiff dove. Rads climbed. Incoming fire stitched void again. Eli shielded his clutch. Checklist ticked on. Plate drop echoed in memory. Eli flexed hands. Raw. Steady. Vexa passed medgel. Guardian. Data shares now. Full sync. Eli applied gel. Pain dulled. Kiri watched. Sharp eyes testing. You hurt. For us. Practical. Grin flashed. Trust sealed deeper. Wounded stirred. Female clutched chit. Sarah held pod. Said human comes. Save clutch. Eli stilled. Kiri's tail twitched. Mama knew? Beacon pulsed stronger. Core breach ahead. Plaza vents live. Scav swarm closing. Vexa synced drones. Precision strike. Your lead ward. Eli keyed Juno. Tight window. Breach entry. Pod extract. Roger. Fuel red line. Skiff shuddered into glow. Eli prepped lifter bars. Kiri clung. Again? Family. He hoisted her secure. Squad braced. Vents erupted. Metal screamed. Eli charged ramp drop. Human grit met alien steel. Clutch waited. Deeper hum built. Pod signal nested. Sarah's final log whispered clues. Hybrid read spiked. Not just child. Kiri's eyes gleamed. Strong now. With you, Eli nodded. Bridge earned. Trust locked. Incoming scav fire rattled hull. Juno evaded. Drop in 10. Eli stood ready. Wreckfield's heart opened wide. They plunged. Core chamber flooded rad blue. Pod wedged tight. Sarah's frame slumped beside. Breather cracked. Clutch pod hummed. Vitals faint but live. Cover fire, Vexa ordered. Eli leaped slag. Boots gone, feet bare now. Blistered soles gripped glassy edge. Pulled pod hatch. Sealed firm. Scanner read. 1 adult, 1 infant. Sarah's work. Kiri yelled from ramp. Mama! Pod cracked open. Alien woman inside. Sarah, weak but breathing. Infant clutched her chest. Tiny claws twitching. Li lifter lifted. Secure. Sarah's eyes fluttered. Human. Promised. Clutch safe. Extracted. Eli hauled pod aboard. Skiff sealed. Juno punched out. Scavs scattered under drone swarm. Medbay lit. LI worked checklist. Stabilize. DRAD. Kiri hugged Sarah. Tears gleamed. He bridged. Sarah gripped Li's arm, claws gentle. Guardian. Vexa saluted. Extraordinary normal. Juno's voice laughed. Orbit clear. Fuel topped. Found family outbound. Eli settled back. Clutch complete. Trust forged in fire. But scanner pinged faint. Rec core still hummed. Something watched. Deeper echo stirred. Not over. Eli ruffled Kiri's tuft. Rest. Checklist holds. She slept. Ellie slammed the skiff hatch behind him. Kiri clutched tight against his chest. Her small claws dug into his suit's plating. Sharp but steady. Juno's cockpit light flashed green. Strap in or fry, Juno barked over comms. Hard burn now, Eli ordered. He dropped into the jump seat, buckling Kiri across his lap. Her eyes, sharp golden slits, locked on his. No words, just grip. Juno's engines roared. The ship lurched, G-forces pinning them back. Wreckfield debris whipped past viewports. Patrol rivals' locks pinged. Red warnings flared on Eli's HUD. Evasive, he snapped. Juno twisted the ship like a knife through slag. Got him. Rivals breaking off. A thump rattled the hull. Micro-shrapnel peppered the cabin, sparks flying from a cracked panel. Eli twisted, shielding Kiri with his suit's reinforced backplate. Ping, ping, ping. Bits bounced off. One slicing his forearm seal. Air hissed. He clamped it with his glove. Hold breath, he told Kiri. She nodded, face buried in his neck. Tiny frame shook, but she didn't cry. Shrapnel storm passed. Eli checked her, unscathed. Clear. He ruffled her head tuft, soft spines, warm under his fingers. She exhaled, claws easing. Orbit rendezvous in 5, Juno called. Patrol ships hailing. Captain Ruin wants visuals. Eli unbuckled, pod cradle humming beside them. Sarah lay still inside. Vitals flatlined an hour back. Infant. Her clutchmate slept in the stabilizer field, deratted and stable. Kiri had watched Eli work the med checklist on her mother. No hysterics. Just those eyes, testing every cut, every seal. He hefted Sarah's personal tag from her neck, etched crystal disc, pulsing faint blue, claw-scratched runes. Her last words echoed. Guardian, Eli pocketed it. Duty now. Docking clamps thudded. Patrol ship's bay doors irised open. Airlock cycled. Captain Vexa Rune waited, flanked by 2 armored officers. Her scales gleamed patrol gray, eyes narrow. Salvage medic ward. Proof of claim? Eli stepped out, Kiri on his hip. She weighed nothing but clung like hull plating. Infant pod trailed on maglift. Rescue complete. Clutch secure. He extended the tag. Sarah's. Adult female. Mother. Core breach took her en route. Vexa scanned it, her frill flattened. Grief protocol. Clutchmate lives, deratted. Eli nodded to the pod. Kiri too. Vexa's gaze flicked to the girl, Kiriaveth. Come, she extended a clawed hand. Kiri burrowed closer to Eli, no movement. Eli set her down gentle, ramps clear. Safe now. Vexa crouched, voice softening. Nestkin waits, little one.
Healers for your clutch brother.
Kiri gripped Eli's sleeve. Claws punched through fabric, locked. She yanked back, golden eyes glared at Vexa. No, with him. Vexa's frill flared. Surprise. He is stranger. Human drifter. Opportunist, perhaps. Eli knelt, eye level. Captain. He held out the tag again. Sarah's right. What holds for her people? Vexa paused. Officers shifted. She took the tag. Claws clicking. Burn passage. Core fire claims the shell. Spirit drifts free. She traced a rune. You asked this. Followed her clues. Pod seal. Clutch safe because of it. Eli's voice stayed level. Checklist item. Respect the dead.
Show me.
Vexa rose. Bay 3. Follow. She waved officers to the pod. Clutch to med deck. Kiri's grip tightened. She planted feet, tuft bristling. A low hiss escaped her. Defiance. Eli scooped her up. I go too. Vexa eyed him. Long scan. Then nodded. Witness. Bay 3 hummed with right gear. Patrol crew formed circle. Frills low. Sarah's frame lay on the eject slab. Pod shroud pulled back. Blue rad glow faded from her scales. Vexa chanted. Harsh syllables. Claws carving air runes. Crew echoed. Eli stood silent, Kiri heavy in his arms. She watched every motion, body tense. Flame vents ignited. Sarah's shell crisped. Tag melting into the fire. Whoosh, ash vented to void. Right ended. Vexa turned. Duty done. Clutch claims patrol. Kiri twisted free, dropped to deck. She scampered to the slab, touched ash smear. Then back to Eli, claws latched sleeve again. Strong. Now, with you. Crew murmured.
Vex's eyes widened.
She bridges to human? Eli shrugged. Earned it. He checked HUD. Infant pinged healthy. Juno's comm buzzed. Fuel topped. Ready for outbound if needed. Vexa signaled med team. They approached pod, cautious. Kiri hissed but let them scan. Nestkin calls. Vexa said soft, safe. Kiri shook head, pointed at Eli. Guardian, word from Sarah. Locked in, Vexa frill drooped. Extraordinary. Your normal breaks us. She tapped comm. Pilot hail, extraction cleared. No rivals track. Juno's voice crackled. Copy. Docking in 3. Kiri climbed Eli's leg, perched on shoulder, claws gentle now. Trust sealed. Eli boarded Juno's ramp, Kiri riding high. Patrol crew saluted. Frills high, respect. Vexa handed him a data chip. Sarah's log, for the bridge. Thanks. Eli pocketed it, ramp sealed. Juno punched engines. Patrol ship shrank in viewport. Kiri nestled against his neck. Home? Eli nodded. Checklist holds. Found one. But scanner pinged. Rec core echo lingered. Faint signal. Deep. Something stirred. Not scabs. Deeper. Kiri's eyes gleamed. We go? Eli ruffled her tuft. Together. Engines hummed. Outbound. Family forged. Threat watched. Eli clamped his mag boots to the docking clamp and shouldered the airlock hatch open. Kiri clung to his neck, claws pricking his collar. Neutral station Epsilon. 7 hummed with emergency klaxons. Wreck salvage always drew the crowds. Med bay intake now, he told the desk drone. A bulbicide clerk scanned Kiri's frill. Human? With nestkin papers. Eli slid Juno's clearance chip across. Salvage medic, L.I. Ward. Found her on the wreck. Core breach survivor. The clerk's vents hissed, unclaimed juvenile. Species Vexari. You registered guardian? Not yet. Eli set Kiri on the counter. She gripped his sleeve, eyes darting. Stable vitals. Needs full scan and nest bond check. 2 security drones floated in, scanners whirring. Human opportunist, 1 droned. Stats show 80% abandonment rate for cross-species claims. Kiri hissed, frill flaring. Eli blocked the drone's path. Checklist first. Dehydration at 12%. Fractured claw on left 4. Run the scans. The clerk tapped a panel. Proof of intent, Drifter, or we hold her for patrol auction. Eli pulled his pay chit. Stake it. Full salvage bounty on the wreck. 200 creds. Goes to her care pod until claim clears. Drones backed off. Clerk's eyes narrowed. Temporary guardianship form. Sign. Binds your manifest for 6 cycles. No outbound without her. Eli thumbed the holopad. Lines locked in. His next 3 runs tethered. Kiri watched, tuft twitching. Mine, she clicked, voice small through translator bud. Yours, Ellie said. He lifted her to the exam slab. Med drones hummed to life. Scans took 20 minutes. Kiri squirmed under the fields but gripped his finger. Nestkin gone. You stay? Checklist holds. Eli checked the readout. Bond markers elevated. Sarah's final bridge held. Clerk stamped the form. Cleared. But Captain Ruins en route wants oversight. Eli nodded. Expected. Juno commented from the dock. Runs shuttle docking. You good? Paperwork done. Keep engines warm. Kiri scampered down, latched onto his leg. Nedtex cleared her. Bandages on claws, nutrient drip in. She tested the wrap, flexed. Sharp eyes met his. strong. Hours later, Captain Vexa Ruin strode into the clinic, frill rigid. Patrol insignia gleamed. Ward. Sarah's log confirmed your claim, but right remains. Eli stood. Kiri hid behind his knee. Her mother's instructions. We follow. Ruin's vents softened. Extraordinary. Vexari nest rights bind eternal. You grasp? Read the chip. Eli tapped his pocket. Ash slab. Frill mark. Kin call. Exact sequence. Ruin signaled her team. Shuttle prepped. Return to site. Hostiles cleared, but core unstable. They boarded in silence. Kiri rode Eli's shoulder, claws gentle. Rune watched her. She bridges to you. Human normal shatters ours. Eli checked his kit. Practical. Gets her home. The wreck loomed in viewport, twisted hull, venting plasma. Rune's shuttle pierced the debris field. They mag-clamped to Sarah's pod bay. Eli led. Zero tugged. Kiri's grip tightened. Danger? Manageable. He pulsed his thrusters, cleared a spar. Rune matched pace. Sarah's sight waited. Scorched deck, ash slab etched with frill glyphs. Faint glow pulsed from the core echo below. Rune knelt first. Right begins. She traced the slab vents, humming low chant. Eli followed the log. Scooped ash into the right vial. Kiri clicked the kin call. High trill echoing. Frill mark activated. Hollow flared. Sarah's final image. Bridge strong. Guardian holds. Rune's team murmured. One tech's frill quivered. Human precision. Flawless. Kiri touched the ash. Mama free. She latched Eli's sleeve. You do. Eli sealed the vial, handed it to Rune. For the nest vault? Rune nodded, eyes wide. You honor beyond kin. Patrol owes. Core pinged. Faint signal strengthened. Eli's HUD flagged it. Not scavs. Something mechanical. Deep. Ruin tapped calm. Evac now. Thrusters fired. They cleared as a spar groaned. Back at station, Eli unpacked his travel kit in the berth. Kiri perched on the bunk, testing her drip. Juno lounged by the hatch. Right done? We're green? Eli pulled the child harness. Salvage mods, straps, and mag clips. He welded it to his pack frame, tested tension. Kiri tilted head. Go. Outbound. He clicked the harness secure, slid her in, snug foreclaws on the chest strap. She gripped it tight, eyes gleaming. Strong hold, she said. Eli shouldered the pack. Weight balanced perfect. He walked the berth, Kiri bouncing light. Juno grinned. Found family suits you, Doc. Rune calmed in, papers filed. But that core signal. Patrol dives tomorrow. Your ping? Eli checked outbound manifest. Civilian lanes clear. Kiri tugged the strap. Insistent, not yet. He ruffled her tuft. One stop, supplies. Station corridors buzzed. Traders eyed the harness rig. Human with Vexari kit. Whispers followed. Drifter claimed her. Kiri ignored them. Claws firm on strap. Eli hit the supply depot. Nutrient packs. Vexari juvenile. 50 count. Vendor scanned. Guardianship chit? Eli flashed it. Chit deducted. His pay stake halved already. Loaded up, he strode out. Kiri leaned forward. Home fast? Checklist. But HUD pinged again. Core signal spiked. Rec logs crossed-refed. Pre-impact distress. Not random. Juno met them at dock. Engines hot. Ruins buying us time. Eli boarded ramp. Kiri held strap like lifeline. Airlock hissed shut. Engines roared. Station shrank. Kiri nestled against pack. Family. Eli nodded. Forged. But deep scan alerted. Signal trailed them. Not wreck echo. Pursuit vector. Hostile lock. Who tracks? Kiri clicked. Frill alert. Eli patched Rune. Captain. Your rivals? Static crackled. Wreck guild. They smelled bounty. Armed. Juno banked hard. Evasive. Run checklist. Eli braced Kiri's harness. Together. Missiles bloomed on tail scanners. Chase on.